A simple video can sometimes speak louder than months of speculation. When Meghan shared a tender clip reflecting on memories from 2016, it did not arrive with dramatic captions or defensive explanations. It arrived quietly, warmly, and with intention. The moment felt personal rather than performative, and that difference mattered. The video reached back to the beginning, to a time before titles carried weight and before headlines defined perception. 2016 was where curiosity turned into connection, where conversation grew into understanding, and where two lives began to align in ways neither could fully predict. By revisiting that year, Meghan was not reopening the past. She was honouring its foundation. What made the moment especially touching was the way it was shared. The present met the past through a family lens, with their daughter Lilimbet capturing the scene as it exists now. This detail shifted the meaning entirely. It was not nostalgia alone, it was continuity. It showed how love evolves while remaining rooted in its earliest truth. There was no urgency in the video, no attempt to correct narratives directly. Instead, it offered something far more powerful. It showed stability. It showed ease. It showed a family comfortable enough to let a child document a moment without self-consciousness. In recent months, speculation about Harry and Meghan's relationship had grown louder in certain spaces. Headlines leaned toward division. Commentators reached for distance where none was visible. Silence was often misinterpreted as confirmation. Yet this video did not argue with rumour. It dissolved it. Divorce speculation thrives on absence, on imagined tension, on reading into shadows. What Meghan shared did the opposite. It filled the space with warmth, familiarity, and unguarded affection. The tone alone challenged the idea of fracture. The reference to 2016 carried emotional clarity. That year represents the beginning of shared purpose. It reminds viewers that before institutions and pressure, there was choice. Before scrutiny, there was trust. Returning to that point reinforces the strength of what followed. Lilimbet's involvement added a layer of meaning impossible to manufacture. A child capturing her parents in a moment shaped by memory reflects security. Children notice atmosphere. They sense harmony. They respond to calm. Allowing that moment to be recorded suggests confidence rather than performance. Meghan did not explain the video. She did not annotate it with justification. That restraint felt intentional. Love does not require defense when it is lived consistently. The absence of commentary allowed viewers to feel the authenticity rather than analyze intention. Harry's presence within the memory felt steady, not dramatic, not distant, simply present. That presence has defined their relationship from the start. He shows up, quietly, reliably. That consistency does not shift with rumour cycles. The sweetness of the video came from simplicity, a shared glance, familiar laughter, the ease that comes from knowing someone deeply. These are not moments that can be staged convincingly. They reveal themselves naturally. For those watching closely, the message was clear without being spoken. Relationships rooted in mutual respect do not fracture under noise. They adapt. They grow quieter when necessary. They protect what matters most. The idea that this single video could address months of speculation highlights how fragile rumour truly is. Stories built on assumption collapse quickly when reality appears without force. Meghan's decision to share something gentle rather than reactive reflected emotional maturity. She did not attempt to control perception. She allowed truth to surface through authenticity. The presence of 2016 within the narrative was significant. It reminded audiences that their bond was not created under obligation. It formed organically. That origin continues to shape their connection today. Lilimbet's role, capturing the present moment, symbolized continuity. Love witnessed by a child becomes legacy. It becomes normalized, it becomes safe. That safety radiated through the clip. Rather than separating past and present, the video braided them together. What began as private affection has grown into shared family identity. That evolution counters the idea of instability. Divorce speculation often ignores the quieter evidence. It overlooks daily consistency. It prioritizes silence as absence rather than boundary. This video reframed silence as peace. There was no visible tension, no guarded posture, no performative distance. What appeared instead was comfort built over time, comfort that does not require explanation. The sweetness lay in the ordinariness, in the absence of spectacle, in the confidence to share a memory without packaging it for consumption. Meghan's choice to let the moment stand alone reflected trust. Trust in the relationship. Trust in the audience's ability to see beyond rumour. Harry's role in the video mirrored his approach throughout their journey. He did not seek the centre. He shared the space. He allowed the moment to unfold naturally. The speculation that once surrounded them depended on selective silence. This video offered context without confrontation. It reminded viewers that reality often contradicts commentary. Returning to 2016 was not a retreat. It was a reaffirmation. It said this is where it started, and this is where we remain connected. The involvement of their daughter grounded the message further. It suggested continuity not only between partners, but across generations. Stability becomes visible when children are relaxed observers rather than shielded participants. The video did not erase criticism. It did not silence detractors. But it shifted the emotional centre. It reminded many why Harry and Meghan's story resonated in the first place. Sweetness does not shout. It lingers. It softens edges. It replaces assumption with observation. In a media landscape driven by reaction, this moment invited reflection. It asked viewers to consider the difference between noise and substance. Harry and Meghan's relationship has always been defined by choice. Choosing privacy. Choosing openness when it matters. Choosing family over spectacle. This video reflected those choices without stating them. It trusted viewers to understand. Divorce speculation often feeds on separation narratives. This moment offered togetherness without defensiveness. That contrast spoke volumes. The memory of 2016, shared now, became a reminder that foundations matter. Relationships built on friendship endure differently. Lilimbet's presence in capturing the moment suggested joy rather than strain. Children mirror emotional environments. Calm reflects calm. Meghan's decision to share the video was not an announcement. It was an offering, a glimpse rather than a statement. Harry's comfort within the frame reinforced the message. Comfort cannot be rehearsed convincingly. It is felt or it is not. As the video circulated, reactions shifted. Many recognized the simplicity as strength. Others noted the absence of urgency as confidence. This moment did not close a chapter. It affirmed continuity. It suggested that love, when protected, does not require explanation. The sweetness came from intention, from sharing memory without agenda, from letting a child witness affection without pressure. In addressing speculation, the video did not argue facts. It displayed truth. Harry and Meghan's journey has often been interpreted through extremes. This moment returned it to centre. A sweet memory, gently shared, reminded audiences that relationships lived authentically do not fracture under observation. The past and present met briefly, captured through a child's perspective, grounded in family, and offered without defence. That is how speculation fades. Not through denial, but through lived reality. And in that quiet exchange, the message was unmistakable. Love remains, trust remains, family remains. Sometimes that is all that needs to